Greetings! This is the full video instruction for new SCENAR Home D. This middle-range personal scanner device model provides for efficient home treatment and makes a great addition to your first aid kit. Before starting using your scanner, you need to remove the protective film from the device's electrode. Now, open the battery compartment lid and insert the battery, making sure the polarity is correct. You will hear the sound. After 2 seconds, the operation system will load and your device will enter the default state. On the screen, you will see the following symbols: A, which is the treatment energy, and by default it is set to 1, dosing mode D, and the presets are switched off, which is indicated by zeros. The default frequency is 90 Hz. The same things will appear when you reset the device settings or change the battery. If at some point you got confused with the modes, you can reset your device by pressing and holding the arrow and square button for approximately 2 seconds until you hear the intermittent sound. You can do that even when your device is switched off. If your device does not have any contact with skin for 60 seconds, it is automatically switched off. So how do you switch your device on? To switch it on or off, you need to press and hold the square button for approximately 2 seconds until you hear the intermittent sound signal. Please keep in mind that all settings will remain the same as you left them before you switch the device off, except the treatment energy, which will be again set to 1. If you want to switch the device on and keep the value of treatment energy that was set during the previous session, press and hold the combination of square and plus buttons. If the battery is low, SCENAR will let you know. The device will make short beeps every 2 seconds. In this case, just replace the battery. Now, let's talk about the symbols on the screen. In the upper left corner, we got the treatment energy symbol A, which also means amplitude, and its value in units from 1 to 250. In the upper right corner, we got the timer that uses minutes/seconds format. In the bottom left corner, you can see the symbol of the last mode or setting and its indication. And in the bottom right corner, you can find the symbol which indicates the skin contact. The first setting, as you already know, is the treatment energy, which can be set from 1 to 250. You can set the treatment energy both by single pressings of the plus and minus buttons, that is, by 1 unit, and by pressing and holding the button to adjust it faster. When you reach the maximum or minimum limit, you will hear the long beep. Attention! In order to avoid discomfort or pain, please set the treatment energy to minimum before starting the treatment session or before switching to the treatment of sensitive skin areas. Your Home D device always operates on the fixed frequency, or to be particular, pulse repetition rate of 90 Hz. So, how do you select the treatment modes? Your device has an individually dosed mode where the treatment time is determined automatically. If you want to switch on the dosing mode, press the arrow button until you see the letter D on your screen. Now, to switch the mode on, press plus. To switch it off, press minus. You will hear the two-tone signal and your screen will say D1, which means that the dosing mode D1 is now on. When it is switched off, the screen will say D0. D1 dosing mode can be combined with the frequency modulation mode and the amplitude modulation mode. In D1 mode, you need to treat by doing single device applications, putting it on and off the skin. As you place the electrode on the skin, you can hear the single beeps and see the eye or vertical bar symbols appearing on the screen, one by one, or several at a time, depending on the speed of the dose. The rate of appearance of bars and the number of intermediate sound signals may differ in different areas of the skin. When you reach the dose, you will see the dose message appearing on the screen and hear the two-tone sound signal. Also, your device has the Labile screening mode, designed to find the optimal treatment zones in big skin areas. To switch on the Labile screening, press the arrow button until the letter D appears on the screen. Then, press the plus button 2 times to switch the mode on or the minus button 2 times to switch it off. You will hear the ascending or descending two-tone sound and see the indication on the screen saying D2, which means that the mode is on, and D0, which means that it is off. We will talk more about the treatment in D2 in a separate video. The device also has the amplitude modulation mode, or AM. In this mode, the treatment is intermittent, so 3 seconds of treatment and 1 second of pause. To switch it on, press the arrow button until you see the AM symbol on the screen, and then press the plus button to switch the mode on or the minus button to switch the mode off. You will hear the ascending or descending two-tone sound signal. When the AM is on, you will see AM1 on the screen. When it is off, you will respectively see AM0. The amplitude modulation mode can be combined with the frequency modulation mode and the dosed mode D1. Another mode that is featured in your device is the frequency modulation, or FM. In this mode, the stimuli repetition rate is gradually changing between 30 and 120 Hz. To switch the frequency modulation on, press the arrow button several times until you see the FM symbol, and then press plus to activate and minus to deactivate the mode. Again, you will see either FM1, which means that the mode is now on, and FM0 when the mode is off. Also, you will hear the ascending or descending two-tone sound. You can combine the FM mode with the amplitude modulation and the dosed mode D1. Sometimes you may need to activate several modes at the same time. In this case, just switch them on one by one in any order. Let's talk about the factory presets. In addition to the manual modes, your scanner device has 2 pre-installed presets. The use of these presets is determined by the new rules and protocols of systemic scanner therapy. Each phase of the preset is intended for influencing the particular type of nerve fibers and receptors. Preset 1, or acute. This is the universal preset that can be used in any acute situation. Let's briefly describe its phases. First phase is the bio mode. The treatment is done with the batches of pulses. The number of pulses in the batch and the gap between the pulses are controlled automatically, depending on the impedance of the interelectrode tissues. The stimuli rate is automatically set between 15 and 340 Hz, according to the preset's program. The second phase is the low-frequency treatment. Third phase is the mid-frequency treatment, and fourth phase is the high-frequency treatment. You can control the treatment energy level in all phases of this preset. Preset 2, or systemic. This preset is intended for systemic treatment. It is aimed at the interaction with the nervous system and has the effect of general regulation. When you are in the default state, before you activate this preset, you need to set the comfortable level of energy. In this mode, the first phase is the high-frequency treatment. The second phase is the mid-frequency treatment, and the third phase is the low-frequency treatment. In each phase, the treatment energy is set automatically, depending on the treatment energy value that you set before switching on the P2 mode. To switch on the presets, press the arrow button several times until you see the letter P on the screen. Then, press the plus button to choose one of the 2 presets. The preset selection also has sound indication. Preset 1, or P1 or acute, has a single sound, and preset 2, or P2 or system, has 2 sounds. When the preset is switched on, you can see the current phase of the preset on the screen in real time. The selected preset is indicated by a short name. Preset 1 is indicated by letters ACU and preset 2 by letters SYS. The preset program has several phases, and each phase has its certain duration. The phase timer counts down the time left to complete the current phase. When your device switches to the next phase of the preset, it makes the 2-tone sound. When the last phase is over, your device will switch off automatically. Because the treatment zones may differ by their size or acuteness, sometimes you may need to change the duration of the preset. Please note that you can change the overall duration of the preset, not the duration of the separate phases. To set the preset duration, you have to quickly press the combination of arrow and square button. Your device will enter the preset time setting mode. Attention! Do not hold the mentioned key combination for more than 2 seconds, since that will lead to the resetting of your device and losing all settings. The full preset duration is set in minutes and shown in the right part of the screen. Use the plus and minus buttons to change the time settings from 1 to 29 minutes. When you reach the maximum or minimum duration of the preset, your device will make a long beep. When you change the duration of the preset, the time of all phases will be recalculated. Also, the preset will start over regardless of the current phase. While any preset is active, pressing the arrow button will switch you between the P menu and the preset time selection mode. Selection of any other mode by pressing the arrow button is impossible while the preset is active. If you want to change any other manual settings, you need to deactivate the preset or reset your device. To deactivate the preset, press the arrow button several times until you see the selected preset on the screen, and then press the minus button. You will hear the long, low-tone beep. The treatment energy will return to the value set before the preset activation, and all other settings will be set to their default states. So the FM, AM, D1, and D2 are switched off. For your convenience, there is a quick access to preset 1. Just press the combination of plus and minus buttons. Attention! When you switch on a preset, the treatment energy value is stored in the memory of your device. If you use the P2 mode, the treatment energy may change automatically during the preset. When the preset P2 is switched off, the treatment energy goes back to the value that was set previously. In order to avoid uncomfortable sensations or pain, please decrease the treatment energy to minimum after you switch off a preset. Some more pro tips for you and your SCENAR. If you want to highlight the screen, just press the square button. If you prefer quiet work and want to switch off the sounds, press the combination of the arrow and minus button. To switch the sounds back on, press the combination of the arrow and minus button. Please keep in mind that if your device is muted, you cannot hear the dose signal in D1 mode and the sound indications in the D2 mode and the device's menu. When you reset the device or change the battery, it is unmuted automatically. Sometimes you may also need to lock the keys to prevent occasional pressing. For example, if you want to perform some self-treatment of your back and want to lie on your device. You can lock and unlock the keys by pressing and holding the combination of the square and minus button until you hear the ascending or descending two-tone sound signal. A pro tip: when the keys are locked, the colon symbol on the screen is replaced by the X symbol. When your device switches off automatically, the keys will be unlocked when you switch it on again. Attention! It is strictly forbidden to use power line supply through any adapters. It can be life-threatening. Thank you for your attention. If you want to make a purchase, please shoot us an email to ritm.okb@gmail.com. You can find more information on our official website, YouTube channel, and in the social networks. All links are given below this video. And this video was brought to you by Ritm OKB Zell.